So we are going to go ahead and get started. It is 6:05, and Mr. Jones will continue to admit the participants as they try to join the meeting. I want to just start off by saying thank you to our parents and our students for joining our call. Parents, if you don't mind, will you please just let our babies get in front of the screen so that we can see them and say, hey, we miss y'all. How y'all doing? Oh, it's just so good to see you all's faces, and we really just miss our children. Lord knows we do. So good to see you all. Oh my goodness, I see you all. Oh wow, that is just so heartwarming. I miss you all so much. So thank you, parents, for allowing me to see my children. I haven't seen them since March, and God knows we miss them. Also want to just thank the librarians and Dr. Simpson and Ms. Limehouse. They have really been working tirelessly on this Zoom presentation. Our librarians, they were kind of new to this, and so, but they just took the reins and ran with it. But thankfully, Ms. Limehouse had already created something similar, so we didn't feel it was efficient to reinvent the wheel. And Ms. Limehouse was so willing to allow us to utilize what she had created and even serve as a presenter. So thank you again, Ms. Limehouse. Make sure that the librarians provide you some type of lunch or something, because you are so deserving. So at this time, again, thank you, parents. Thank you, children. We miss you all. We love you. And I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Limehouse, and she can get started.
Good evening, everyone. I am Katisha Limehouse, the academic coach at East Sunflower Elementary, under the leadership of Mrs. Sawanda Washington. Tonight, we won't take much of your time, but we just want to make sure that you know how to log into Canvas when we start our virtual learning sessions next week. We also have an opportunity that we would like to plug that you guys can get involved with on Friday. So tonight we have a couple of objectives. Your first question might be, what is Canvas? And Canvas is our learning management system that is used by K through 12 schools and colleges and universities worldwide. This basically allows us to put all of our classes in one space. Teachers can post assignments, information, and grades for students and parents to view. Okay. In order to access Canvas, students have to use the Clever portal. And Clever is our platform that allows our students to just log in once. So once they've entered Clever, they have access to all of the resources that they'll need to be successful this year. And
and not to interrupt you, Ms. Limehouse, so students, if you know and you've heard of Clever, just give us a thumbs up so you can know exactly what we're talking about. So there we go. Okay, good. So they've all heard of Clever. Good.
Yes. And if you haven't heard of Clever, this is how you get into iReady usually. So That's it's right. Great that we have so many kids on our line. So parents, you may have a learning curve, but our kids know how to access these things. In order to get into Clever, they need their MSIS numbers. Now, most kids refer to their MSIS number as their iReady number. So if you ask your baby what their MSIS number is and they don't know, ask them what their iReady number is, and they'll probably be more able to tell you what it is. Now, we've been out, unfortunately, for a little while, and our kids may not have accessed this recently, but no worries. You can access it through Active Parent. Now, you go into Active Parent, and then you click on the Demographics tab. You'll see student name, school name, and state code. The state code with those 2 zeros in the front, that is the MSIS number. Now, when you are logging into Clever, you have to put those 2 leading zeros in or it'll say that it's invalid.
So, Ms. Limehouse, how many numbers is it total for that MSIS number?
It's 11.
Okay.
Now, I anticipated some questions, so I have also anticipated some answers. The first one is, how can I access Active Parent? When you register your students into our district, you automatically subscribe to Active Parent. There's a link on our district webpage that takes you directly there. Now, if you are like me, hopefully not, you may often forget usernames and passwords. If that happens to be the case, then you can just contact Velma Hall at Central Office, and she'll be able to walk you through the steps to reset both of those things. So if you call the schools, they're just going to direct you to Ms. Hall because she has to handle all of those things. Your other question might be, how can I check on my students' progress and view upcoming assignments? And because you are all amazing guardians and parents who contribute to a winning district, that is a very valid and valuable question. In order to do that, you can log into Canvas as an observer. And because we are fans of videos, there will be one released within the week to show you how to become an observer in your child's Canvas courses. So basically, you'll be able to see all of their assignments. You'll be able to contact the teacher directly. So it's just an additional source of communication. You won't be able to interact with the other students, but you will see everything that is particular to your child. Now, once you have entered Clever, there's going to be a bright new red icon. That is our Canvas app. You will click on it, and that's how you'll see your classwork, homework, quizzes. But there are also other functions. So teachers can add additional resources. They can add Khan Academy videos. They can add amazing things that'll make virtual learning very pleasing and awarding, and also very interesting. Canvas is also where students will have access to our video conferencing platform. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about Zoom. Some of our babies were able to participate this summer in summer school courses via Zoom. So Zoom is basically how teachers and students will interact with each other. Each teacher in our district has a virtual classroom, and Zoom is how your child will enter it. Students will find Zoom links in each of their classes, so you don't have to wait for an email to come to you for them to enter, like you usually do for our community meetings. Once they log into Canvas, I have an example here. They will click on their course, and they'll see an option that says Zoom. They'll click on it, and it will directly link them to that virtual classroom. So if they are in English with Ms. Limehouse at 8 o'clock, when they log into that course, when they hit Zoom, I will be sitting there waiting for them to enter.
And if I can add, Ms. Limehouse, for parents and students, you'll notice that Zoom is not difficult because you're on Zoom right now, and it was not difficult to get here. So just like you are listening to us, that's how your children will be listening to the teacher. It's the exact same platform. You're on Zoom right now, and your children will be on Zoom during the virtual classroom.
Now, there are additional questions. Ms. Davis, please hop in if need be. A question may be, how will attendance be taken? As of now, teachers will take attendance during every period. If your student does not attend 5 of their 7 periods, you will receive a phone call from our district's automated system. After 2 consecutive days, you will receive a personal notification.
That is correct.
How will I know if they have been absent? You will get these phone calls.
So parents, please do not disable the district call out. I know it get, some of you get annoyed by it and just, delete it or deactivate it. Please do not do so, because that's going to be our main source of communication, letting you know how your children are performing and whether or not they are attending their classes.
So that was basically it. As you can see, and Ms. Davis alluded to, this, the only thing different that may be different for kids is navigating Canvas. And we'll actually invest the first couple of weeks of school, like teaching them how to further use the different components. But tonight's primary goal was to ensure that you guys know how to log in. So the only thing that you need to gain access to this new platform is your MSIS number. And just like I previously stated, if you need support retrieving that, just go to Active Parent, then reach out to Ms. Velma Hall if you can't. But we will have you in and ready to go by Tuesday. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, email at canvas@sunflower.k12.ms.us. And we also, and Ms. Davis, you can hop in whenever you're ready. We are having an opportunity on Friday for parents and students to participate in what we're calling a day in the life of a student. So essentially, they'll log in during their first period at 10 and their fifth period at 1. And teachers have prepared activities for them to get more acclimated to Canvas and the Zoom platforms. So we highly encourage you to take advantage of that opportunity so that our babies don't panic or have a heightened sense of anxiety on Tuesday. So you won't need anything except your presence. That's all we're requesting on Friday.
And also, this brief video will be, it is being recorded. We will post it to our district website as well as our social media page. So if you want to go back through and just review what Ms. Limehouse has so eloquently shared with you, please do so. And you can go back and look at it as many times as you want to familiarize yourself. But the purpose of this was to just show parents how this is not going to be difficult. Believe it or not, our children probably could have navigated this without us even having this meeting, but it is very, very simple. It's not anything different than they have done in the years past. The only difference is when they go into Clever, instead of going directly to iReady, they'll just go to Canvas, and then all of that information will be right there for them. So like I said, this will be recorded and posted on our district website and on our social media pages for you to go back and peruse and look over anytime that you are, feel uncomfortable or you need a refresher course. Ms. Limehouse, do you have anything else to add? You did a dynamic job.
Thank you. And I thank you all for sharing a portion of your evening with me.
And so before you all exit the call, I'm going to ask all of you to unmute your phones and please put the babies in front of it again so they can say, hi.
On the day.
What's up?
We love y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey. Hello. For COVID.
You can hang up now.
Come here. You can say hello, everybody.
You need to hurry up. Tell them come here. Say hey to everybody. To school.